Hey, good morning, and welcome to Thursday morning and another episode of Ken versus 10. I am Ken, SSK promo, Mr. Bill. We got a cool, fun episode today. Special guest is my girlfriend, Jill, which, of course, she's late. I said 11 o'clock. That's when we're starting, and she's not here. So we'll let a few people get in the chat here and just see what we can have some fun today. See who's really the better picker. So between Jill and I. So I guess I will start out a little bit like normal and send out a few offers, see if I can't get maybe a sale on one of these offers in the show. I've got a number of items that I can send offers out on, but I'm just going to do 11 today right now because some of the others are on a deeper discount sale and I don't want to send an offer on those right now. So we're going to do 10 offers here real quick. Hope everybody's having a good week so far. I see Lisa K in the chat there. Good morning, Lisa. How are you this morning? Happy Thursday to you as well. And I see Sonia popping up. Good morning, Sonia. How are you today? Good to have you. Good to have you. Okay, let's send this offers out right now. Maybe I can get a couple of sales or a sale at least during the show. So I will close that window out. And I like to usually give a plush update on where I'm at. And there is Cajun. Is there even a debate of who's the better picker? Well, we're going to find out here. I think you'll be surprised if you stick with me here on the show. I think you're going to be surprised who the actual winner is. And Billsy Bear Memories is here. Good morning. Good morning. Hello to you. Welcome, welcome. And we're still waiting on Jill. So my plush update, I've been designated to one category of plush to my travel fund. Last week was not a good week for plush. I only actually sold one plush. Went for $13.84 was my profit after cost of goods and all of that. And so that brings my monthly total in March to $92.81. I'm trying to hit a goal of $100 each month. I have exceeded that. My total for January, February, March, that's how long I'm doing my plush. My total right now is $365.63 for my plush. Considering Ken always lists Jill's fines instead of his. Well, Cajun, that's where this whole thing came up. I've been getting some grief from folks about how Jill is actually the better picker and everything because when I was listing some of her items, well, I'll tell you what, I see her now in the background. I always say, better never than late. So let's add Jill in. What's that?
Oh, hey, look at that lovely, wherever it is. Uh, did you just say better never than late?
I did.
Okay. I want everybody in this chat to know that I have been in the whatever it's called in the StreamYard, the back room or whatever, for about 20 minutes now. He just chose to start it without me and make me look bad, but I literally canceled my 10 o'clock client so I
So that
wouldn't be late.
so you could join the show.
Yeah. Well,
And
good
good
morning, Judy.
morning.
Oh, no,
Good
she's talking
morning.
to me, not you.
Oh, okay, better
Good morning,
picker.
better picker. She's saying hi to me.
Hey, we're gonna start here before we get into the whole meat of this thing. Well, I was just starting to explain to Chris that um people have, some of the weeks that I've been listing the items that you had given me, I've won Ken versus 10 or tied. And
Mhm.
some of the weeks that I did my stuff, I was not winning. So, but we're
Go
going to see. We're
figure.
going to look at some actual totals here. Good morning, Jill. Ken, too, I suppose. See, Jill's getting all the love already. Good
I
morning,
know.
Corey and
See,
Teresa.
Chris is Team Jill, I think.
And I think everybody's Team Jill. And Roman is here. Hello, everyone. Hello,
I don't know
Jill,
if my
aka
mom's watching. She just doesn't know how to comment, but she'd probably be Team Ken.
I would think so. Let's talk about your mother here, real quick, if she is watching.
Hi, Sonia.
Tomorrow is Nancy's birthday.
Yes, it is.
So I want to give a shout out to Nancy and happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nancy. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Mama.
Hooray for Nancy. Hooray at last.
Hooray for
Hey, for Nancy, she's a horse's ass. And good morning. Yeah, Jill, I had put in the thing, Jill, picker +1. Tell them why you're picker +1, Jill.
Well, because when we went to the reseller rally in 2021, I was concerned being a +1 if I was going to have any sort of like, well, I think I took 2 or 3 books with me because I expected to just stay in the room while you played with your friends. And that since I'm a +1, that like I wouldn't be as, I don't know, as involved in it as I was. But this community has made me feel amazing as a +1. We put picker first because I'm better at being a picker than I am at being a +1. So anyway, yeah.
Well,
So it's my mom's birthday, and I know she's watching. I do want to say one thing. We won't talk about my mom's age, but and because she's I'm 20, so my mom's like 43. I think
you're 20.
Yeah, I'm 20. And but I will tell everybody that I hosted a 5K for 10 years in memory of my dad to raise money for mesothelioma research.
Yes.
And my mom actually participated in the race, and she just said at one point, like, do you have to put us in age categories, because I don't want to be in an age category. And so I don't want anybody to know my age. And I'm like, oh, okay, promise we won't tell anybody. And I don't know if you've ever run a 5K, but you get the running bibs with the numbers on them. And every year my mom participated, her running bib would be her age. So the first year she just paraded around this number that was her age, and she got it right away what I was doing, but I didn't come out and tell anybody. So anyway, so happy birthday, Mama, tomorrow. So
Yes, happy birthday to Nancy, and she got a lot of love in the chat there for sure.
yeah.
How is the sound there? I hear a little bit of an echo sometime or some loudness. So let me know how the sound is there. I would appreciate it. So I'm going to go over the guidelines and the rules of what I did here to see who is the better picker, Jill or I. I went to yes.
Your rules?
Man, it's like having a doing the podcast with Jimmy. Is this going to be constant interruptions?
It's your rules? Like you made the rules?
I did. I made the rules, but they're fair and impartial. Good
like
morning to
every other
Kristen, a
time
rule
in our
squirrel.
relationship where you make the rules. So I lose. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Kristen loves a good competition for sure. So here are the rules. Wait, Ken, are you going to be a sound snob like Dave? I am not going to be a sound snob. I just want to make sure that, it's not echoey and such.
Who's Dave?
I don't know who she's talking about either.
Okay.
I don't think it's really a competition, Kristen. Ken is gonna rig it. Well, we're gonna see. So here's what I did here to make the competition fair. I called up my orders that had been paid and shipped. I went down through the list and I took, in order all of the items. And what we're going to go by today is just the Ken cheats. Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat. I've always said that. So I went down through my paid and shipped items, and we're using today is just the gross sale number. I know that there's fees and that there's all of that is the end the end result of what your final profit is, but all we're doing is the gross amount of the sale.
Look, even Chris said, I don't think it's really a competition. Ken's going to rig it. You know it, Chris.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm probably gonna fix something somehow. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna throw up on the screen here. Let me see. Hopefully I can still see some comments while I'm doing that. I'll do the best to answer comments and catch people as they come in. But I am going to start out here with again, this I just went straight down the list in the order to see uh
That's right, Jimmy.
100% gonna cheat, Jimmy says.
Jimmy knows.
Okay, so let's see if this shows up and people can see it. So we're going to do one of my sales, one of yours, one of mine, one of yours. Well, we might talk a little bit about them, but we're not going to go into a big depth about everything. We're just
Yeah,
going to.
I bet we go into big depth about yours and not about mine.
Who's Dave? LOL. Love Jill from Grams and Pops. Corey over there. Thank you. Jimmy would know for sure. Okay, so we're going to start out with my first sale that came up, and that's not very big on the screen. Hopefully you can see it. It's an original Atari 2600 joystick.
You sold it for $5? Oh no.
No. That was my custom SKU where I put in what I actually paid for it. This wasn't a very good sale. I thought it was going to be a little bit more. But it sold for $11.49.
Yeah,
so,
I could sell a used paper towel and make $11.50.
So my first item up was the I actually got this in a pick that I went to last week at a kind of like a big church sale with Erin Rebel Junk that she had hooked me. Yes, dear.
Okay, so
are you going to? This is going to be how it is. Interrupt
the comment says. Battle of the Sexes, you know what's behind a successful man? Well, Lisa K, in Ken's case, it's a fart pillow.
Yes, and that's why you need Subtle Butt.
Yeah, you need
sponsors of the Reseller Clickbait podcast. Go check out their channel with me and Jimmy, Old School Flips. Okay, so that was that right out of the there was my first sale right there, and your first yes.
I interrupted about Erin Rebel Junk, and I didn't mean to do that on her part. I interrupt you, but she's a good person, and she was awesome. Okay,
Erin is great. She let me in on that sale, and that was really good. So we're going to move along to Jill's first sale. I'm trying to navigate a couple of screens here. Jill had given me a bunch of albums. I should have somehow made these bigger so that you could see them well, but I'll give out the prices. Jill's first sale was for $19.99. It was an Ambrosia, as the band was an album. Jill, you had got a bunch of albums that you gave to me, and this was one of them. I listed a bunch of them, and
so I'm already in the lead.
You are okay. You are in the lead. So we will move to my second sale. Was these Tinker Toys? I had paid 50 cents for these at a yard sale, and they sold for $12.49. So not bad there of a return. Jill's second sale was another album, which was it was a set of 3 albums. Genesis, the band Genesis, with Phil Collins and such. And these sold, the lot of 3 sold for $30.
I'm not good at math. Well, but I still think that I'm ahead so far.
You're definitely, that was true. You are not good at math.
Usually it is.
It's usually not in this case though.
Right.
That
I'm not getting anywhere near that fart pillow, so.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so here was a good item that Jill and her childish ways. This is my next sale was a beaver hand puppet. Yeah.
I did not give him a beaver hand puppet.
You no, that was one that I thrifted. I paid 50 cents for that, and it sold for $11.88, and that was in one of my plush sales that might have been the week before. It might have been the one. No, that was, yeah, it was last week that I had sold those. Um the No, the fart pillow, I Febrezed it, I let it sit out in the sun, I steam sanitized it, it's all good to go. And there's the aforementioned Aaron Rebel Junk right
Hey, Aaron, we
there.
were talking good things about you. So, and Chris, no, are you kidding?
So
The fart pillow, he's going to try to figure out how to sell it on eBay.
I'll auction it off.
Yeah,
We've
gross.
got, so the beaver puppet sold
Eh,
for $11.88. Just, every now and then you got to stick your hand in a beaver. That's all that I got to say. And okay, moving right along. I am not wearing a subtle butt right now. I should,
Jimmy, you
but
know
there's
there's nothing
still
subtle about Ken or his butt. So,
there's there's a new they're still new and sealed. So let me see. What was Jill's next sale? Uh for some reason
yeah,
it
you've
is
deleted all the rest of my sales.
no, I did not delete them, but it's not here in my list. So I don't know if you can only have so many of these. Let me try to do this real quick. Open. So Jill's next sale was this Hopalong Cassidy. I got to take these comments off. I'm trying my best here. And Flippin' Sports Guy, hey, all on a work call, but wanted to pop in and say hello. Good morning, Paul. Appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, get back to work now. Okay, so Jill had this Hopalong Cassidy, like a coffee cup, a coffee mug that went for $16.19. So that was a good little pick right there. I don't know, where did you get the Hopalong Cassidy
I don't
cup at?
remember.
Okay. So we will go with my next sale is a camel cigarettes camouflage hat.
Doesn't
It
that make it
sold for
camouflage?
yeah, hey, that's funny. Camouflage that went for $13.19. And we're gonna do some totals here at the end. Uh and we will say hello here real quick to Larry Way Out One. Good
Hey,
morning.
Larry. Oh, I missed Roman. Hey, Roman.
Yeah, so there is Larry. Looking forward to seeing Larry again at the reseller rally. Whose turn was it? Oh, wait. Is it my turn or your turn?
It's your no, wait a minute. No,
It's
you
your
just showed the camouflage hat. Stop
oh
cheating.
the I'm gonna get everybody confused so that
No, I'll keep
so
it straight for him though. Because
Jill
why?
because Ken cheats. Jill has this Kmart. It was a vintage Kmart, like a limited edition, like from their 25th anniversary or 20th anniversary. And
Definitely
that sold
Kmart
that sold
glasses.
for 10. Yeah, Kmart. Gotta buy
Definitely
gotta buy my
Kmart
underwear
glasses.
at Kmart.
Sold it for $10.
$10. $10 Kmart glass.
Stole it from my girlfriend.
I didn't steal it. You don't. These are all things that you gave to me to
Oh,
list.
okay, that's right. Gave to you.
So, Ken cheats, Aaron is saying in the
Mhm.
chat.
That's the truth.
You're right. Um, so the next item up was one of mine was these Furby toys. These were McDonald's uh Furby toys, and where we're at. Those sold for $38.24
Hmm.
was the sale. Now it looks like I have in the custom label $5, but that's not right. I didn't pay $5 for those. They came in a huge lot of toys that I paid $5 for, and I'm like way into the profit on these. Um,
I feel like I should have been writing down the prices because you might
oh
skew the
no, no,
numbers.
no. I got that
Yeah.
handled. I
Okay.
got that handled.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
oh, here was a good find of Jill's. We went thrifting here just a couple of weeks ago. So this item sold pretty quick. This was a vintage a needlepoint. It was already done. It was this cool cardinal on a branch, and it was in this really nice wooden frame. Um, and looks like this. Very cool needlepoint. And that sold for $54.99. I think you only paid what, like 3 or $4 for this
Yeah.
at a Goodwill. And so very, very cool item there.
The one thing that I want to point out on that is the fact that I think I actually walked back over into that aisle to buy that for myself, but then I didn't have the heart to tell you when you started comping it.
So well, right now the totals look like Jill's winning. Paul Philly Flipper says.
Yes.
Uh,
Hey, Paul.
and so Lisa is asking me, sorry to ask, the totals are plus shipping, right? Um, all of my items are plus shipping, but the total that we're using right here is just the sell cost. This is not the total with the shipping. This is just what the people bought the item for. Yes, people do love cardinals.
I love cardinals.
Um,
Hey, Cameron.
Cardinal is a good bird. It's our state bird for sure. Good morning, Ken and Jill. Good morning, Cameron. How are you today, my friend? Good to have you here. And so we will go where we're. Oh, see, I leave this stuff up on the screen. I'm
Keep
working at it the best that I can. So my next sale that I had was a Cincinnati. Wait, I got another comment up on the screen. I got to click off that. Was a Cincinnati Reds hat that said like get your stash on. They kind of do the whole old-timey mustache thing. And that sold for I paid 50 cents for that, and that sold for $10.79. And oh yeah, I'm gonna go to this comment right here because I'll take all the Ken, presumptive congrats on your draft win. Yes, you got to go check out on uh this week. The Monday night draft was on Paul Philly Flipper's channel, and we did the best green things. So go check out that page, then go to Philly Flipper Live, then check out the community page and vote for who you think was had the best draft of green things.
Hey, Paul, can I tell you a secret? As much as I like, Ken sells a lot of the items that I picked, that's not too far different than his list for your Monday night draft.
Oh, wait a minute. You're saying that you gave me all those green items?
I gave you some of them.
No,
I
you
gave you
gave.
the good ones. I
Oh,
did
what?
not give you Green Army men. I did, however, give you Green Day.
Jimmy says, refer to this StreamYard navigation when I ask you why you don't want to do lives. Hey, I'm learning this as we go along. Ha ha. Now it makes sense why he did so good. See, well, we're gonna see at the end of this. So I just did the Reds hat. So Jill's next item was a pair of old lady shoes that she picked up when we were on that same thrifting trip. She picked those up, and those sold really quickly because we just went like 2 weeks ago or something.
Mhm.
I think we went down to Columbus area and stuff, and those sold for $31.49,
Did you list
which
them as
is
old lady shoes? Oh, no, you did not.
No, I didn't. They were kind of an orthopedic and extra wide shoe.
I'm super surprised you didn't, like, say that that I was looking for those for myself.
Yes. She actually put if they would have been her size, Jill would have had these old lady shoes on her feet right now.
Man.
I think we need Ken and Jill to be on the draft. Uh, Pulling for Jill. No offense. Hey, that's all right, Kim. And I've been getting grief the whole time. Everybody, even before the show started. That's why we did this. And Jill, you should message Ray with some tips. He needs all the help he can get.
He can.
Uh,
I
he
was
does.
even a little stunned. Is he in this chat? Because I'm not going to talk about him if he is, because I like Ray.
Oh,
But
I'll talk about it. I'll talk
the
about him all
dress
day.
choice.
The J-Lo green dress from like the 2012 Grammys or something like that, or whatever it was. It's like,
Listen, it takes a
really?
lot for me to be speechless, but I remember watching your draft, Paul, and when the dress thing came up, I literally was just like,
Everything got quiet.
yeah,
Everybody
it was
just stood
crickets in
there
the
and
whole thing.
stared at the screen like, wait, what? That's the best green thing? Okay, my next item,
Love you,
some
Ray.
Imaginext. Imaginext, like, mixed lot of superheroes, Marvel and DC. Those also came in that big lot of toys that I had bought, and those went for 24.74 was the sale on those. Um, let's see, da, 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 da. Where was I? I was looking at that. Uh, I like the J-Lo dress pick. It was very creative. Uh,
The Hulk drink.
the Hulk drink, not so much. Yes, for sure. Why, hello. Hello, panel and chat. Sneaking in to say hello and light up that thumbs up. Yes, that's work, Patrick. Patrick Murphy is probably at work at the moment,
Oh,
and work
hey, Patrick.
Patrick is here, and he is in the chat. So yeah, hit that thumbs up if you would for me. I would greatly appreciate it. Whose turn was it, Jill? Whose turn was it?
You just did your Imaginext or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, the Imaginext figures for 24.74. Um, Here was another album. This was the band Ready for the World. It was like a self-titled debut album, and that went for just $8.99. I think I took a best offer on that, and but it was a quick seller and moved out real quick.
Imagine what you could have gotten if I would have given you one of my mini copies of the Disco Duck album.
The disco, I'm a disco.
Those
Womp,
duck.
womp, womp, womp.
It's the only album I can ever say that when we were at a garage sale that I see it and burst into spontaneous tears.
Yes, Jill's the only one that cries at the disco duck. Um, Jill's definitely a dancing queen from way
Yeah.
back. Okay, my next sale, Mark Anthony. Now these were really, really good sale. I had bought these basically $1 a tube. It's like a hair cream or a blow dry cream, and a buck a piece. So this person actually bought two lots. They were in lots of two for 20 something, but that sale was $43.16 was the total on that. And they had bought the last of the inventory that I had. I made a ton of money off of that. And it's one of those deals where I could have bought a lot more of those, but I didn't.
What was that? It was hair what?
Hair blow dry frizz blow dry frizz
Did you use
cream.
my picture with it?
Yeah, I should have saved some for that
Yeah,
mop that you
this
have
is
on
the
top of your
before
head.
picture.
Yes. Yeah, the before picture with Jill's big mop right there.
Yeah, thanks for the
Wait.
genetic anomaly, Bruce and Nancy.
So, okay, Jill's next thing up was this Steve Madden bag, like kind of like almost like a crossbody purse sort of a thing. And that sold for $25. That's something that you just found around your house and you
Yeah, I
had
bought it
from
for
a
myself
previous purchase?
for a trip, and then I didn't care for it too much, so.
And Larry said, "Yes, I stopped using the blow dry cream on my hair. I did, many years ago, for sure." Oh my god, I remember that album. Oh, she remembers.
Which
Are you
Ready
talking
for the
about?
World or Disco Duck?
Yeah, which one do you remember? Disco Duck, Rick Dees, and his cast of idiots. Um, whose turn is it? Steve Maddenbag. So it's my turn. We're
Yours.
almost to the end, and we'll get to some totals here. The OSU, this is an Ohio State Buckeyes. It's kind of a ladies' hat, like a military cadet style of hat. Really nice shape. This thing was beautiful. And it went for $14.39. Some of these odd totals that I have, the 39 cents was because I had Lisa K remembers the Disco Duck. Yes, dear.
Where'd you get that hat?
I bought that hat. Oh, wait. Are you claiming this?
I don't know.
No, no, no. That one was not yours. I bought that at a sale. I paid a buck for it. I remember where I bought it. It wouldn't do any good to tell everybody the neighborhood that I bought it from because they're not from around here. So let me see. Jill's next item up was
Wait,
another
can I
outlet.
share this? Wait, I never can do this right. Can you see that? That's early Ken and Jill. Wait. Uh, uh.
With the big long hair. And Jill, we were at this event and Jill broke out in hives. You can't see it in that picture, but she had all these like hives and bumps all over her face. And she wanted to go back up to the room or sit in the car or whatever.
Oh, it was
And I wouldn't let
terrible.
her. And the chat is saying that Jill definitely bought that hat.
I feel like I did. I don't know. I'll let you claim it because I feel sorry for you right now, ish. But I
you
don't
feel
know.
sorry for me. Well, here was another good one from you was an Aerosmith album and still that whole lot of albums. And that one sold really quick for $16.49. So good sale there. And I do want to say I appreciate Jill so much. All of the stuff that she gives me whenever she goes someplace out of town or wherever she goes to different thrift stores. She goes thrifting with me. It's not her favorite thing to do is to go to the store. Well, actually, when we go thrifting, her cart is completely filled every time. I get like one or two, and all of the rest is piled in Jill's house because it's stuff she has to have. I need to have these.
Listen, though,
What?
after okay, so I'm a child of the 70s, and then I went to go see the movie Jesus Revolution, which reminded me about I was born just a little too late to be a hippie, although in my heart I am, right? So I want a 60s, 70s dress, and we go into a thrift store, and I've looked all over eBay for one, and I bought one, I didn't like it. And then we go into the one Goodwill, and there's this perfect dress. It was like the Hallelujah chorus played when I got near the rack. Yeah. And it was a perfect dress, and it still had the Steinmark tag on it. And it was as 60s and 70s as you want to get. And I almost wore it today, but then we have to go to that police banquet tonight. And I was afraid I
Yes,
would scare them. So I didn't
we
wear
are
it. So
going.
anyway.
Jill is also the chaplain for her local police department. I'm getting a little feedback there, Jill. And Billsy Bear, I assume that that's a suite to that Aerosmith album. I've said this before, I love Billsy's Instagram posts where they have the albums sitting up on the stereo and plays the tunes. Jimmy says, simmer down, Jimmy. We'll see where we're at with this. We'll see where we're at. So my last item was a Fox Racing hat that sold for $16.24. So that was one I just picked up like at a yard sale or something for a buck and with a bunch of other hats. And Jill's last item is this pair of Nike Flex shoes. and those went for, and those had been listed for a long time. And those went for, I think I ended up even taking like a best offer when I sent offers out, went for $20.39. So that is Jill's 10 items and my 10 items. I doubt anybody in the crowd was keeping track. So I have numbers right here. So we are going to see.
Yeah, he doubts any of us were keeping track. So he's got numbers. Notice I
On
didn't get any pre-notification of anything so I could check his math.
So in these last 10 sales that I had that I called up from, and again, I'll just say these are from my orders that had been paid and shipped, and this is just the gross sale amount. Not fees, not plus shipping, not anything. I do most everything is buyer pays the shipping. So, there's those costs that go into it and blah, blah, blah. So I just thought rather than having to do so much math, it's just that. So on my 10 items that I sold, I had a total of $197.
I'm writing that
And
down.
so in the chat there, who do we think won? Who do we think won? Who was the better pick?
197.41.
Okay, let's not take items or the cost, just who picked better items. I had the Atari joystick, the Tinker Toys, the Beaver puppet, the camouflage hat, the Furby toys, the Reds hat, Cincinnati Reds hat, the Imaginext DC and Marvel superhero figures, the Mark Anthony hair products, OSU Buckeyes hat, and the Fox hat. And Jill had the Ambrosia album, the Genesis albums, the Hopalong Cassidy cup, the Kmart glass, the Cardinal frame, the Old Lady shoes, the Ready for the World album, Steve Madden bag, Aerosmith LP, and the Nike Flex shoes. So who in the chat thinks that was the best? Who picked the best items?
I need to teach my mom how to comment.
Roman says it's a tie.
Your mom picked you.
Got the cats. Oh, my mother. Oh, my dear sweet mother.
Hey, if your dad was on here, he'd pick me.
Jill had higher sales. Having watched Jimmy and Ken doing math on their podcast, this might need to be rechecked. Yeah, someone go back and through. I swear it's on the up and up, but we'll see. So my total on my 10 items, if we're going by sales, not by yeah, and Jimmy said that wait, let me navigate here a little bit. Jimmy said Jill had a carry bag. She's a better picker. Jimmy's into bags right now. I'm into beaver puppets.
Yeah.
Jimmy's into bags. Jill always wins. Yeah, that's a matter of opinion. Okay, so 197.
Okay, we've
41.
seen your total like 3 times now.
Okay, Jill's total 233.
Yay!
53.
Yay!
However,
no, I think it's wait, where's my finger? There we go. It's there's the total right there.
No, however,
semantics.
This is my game. I don't know if anybody paid attention at all. These were items that were paid, ordered, and shipped. Okay. If you happen to notice, I have this item in my hands. This was an item that Jill sold for $54, or it went for $54.99. However, yesterday I received this box and this item was returned to me. So therefore, Jill doesn't get credit for that. So that would bring her total down to, oh, I don't have a graphic for it, do I?
Because you made it up as you went along.
That would bring her total down to 178.54, which makes Ken
Wait,
the winner. What?
I have two things.
What?
Number one, I'm not sure that it should go against me, right? Because
Okay.
it wasn't that the pick sucked. It's the fact that when we picked it, we knew that the whole thing was held together with a rubber band. And although profit
Uh-huh.
above projects,
Yes.
okay, you're like, oh, I can fix it, right?
Yes.
So it should not count against me that the fact that you use like elementary school paste to paste the back of the frame back on, right? Or maybe you should have used the paste and not like lick the spatula of paste, right? I don't know what kind of glue that you use, but the fact that a senior citizen got that package, opened it up, and it completely fell apart is not on me or the senior citizen, but on you. So technically, it should not count against me.
Yeah.
Everybody knows to use like something more. I don't know what you all use. I like E6000, although it does smell bad, but no worse than your fart pillow. But so really, do you think it should count against me or not? It's just when he glued his chin to his chest.
Yeah, Paul, we're covering the numbers right now. Jill did have, yeah, I did super glue my chin to it, but not on this. So this ended up, the person got it, and it when it came in the mail, it completely fell apart, and I had glued the frame back together, and so
But not well.
uh,
I think he
so
double-sided like wrapping tape or whatever and put it in there.
that's right, Jill. Jill glued
I know.
his chin to his neck, and you let him fix this.
I
This one's
know.
on you,
Well, yeah,
Jill.
I know,
Yes,
and that's
you
true.
should
I
have
should have
fixed
taken it
it.
home and fixed it myself.
They're saying that Jill did win, but I'm trying to cheat.
Yeah, it was not my
So
fault that it got returned.
so Paul, if you missed the last 5 minutes, my total was 197.41 and Jill's total was 233.53.
But
However,
yeah,
I dinged her for a return item. Her total was 178.54.
but it's
But
his crappy fixing thing that got it returned, not my bad
I
tip.
figured that this would come up.
I
And
agree with
so
Patrick.
I disqualified my item. I disqualified that item from it. What did I miss here? Uh,
Premeditated actions going on.
yes. Uh,
Right. If he would have picked that, you're right, Chris. If he would have picked that item, he probably would have glued it a little bit better, but also he would not have counted it against himself and said, well, it was just the fact that it fell apart once it got there. So
a
yeah,
return technicality. I'm going to win this thing. Congrats, Jill, on the win. Well, let's see where we're at there. So what I did is I figured that I would get grief about this, and of taking your item out of the thing. So I went in and I went and found your next item,
okay.
which was a Rick James album.
I'm Rick James.
I'm Rick James, bitch. And that sold for $20.39.
Oh, I can't do math, Ken.
That's all right. I've got it right here. So,
Oh, show us your total again.
I am 197.41, which made, when I took out the Cardinal and I added the Rick James, that made Jill's total at 198.54 for a difference of $1.13. That
$1.13 is still $1.13.
Jill won by $1.13. Now, again, we have to go, with the chat of, I didn't see a lot of things. Who do you think had the better items, regardless of the pick, the totals?
Are you trying to get somebody to vote for you? Your mom's in the
I
chat.
am.
Ken.
Mom, come on, please vote for me. Somebody. Almost a tie.
I
Yeah,
still think
that was amazing.
that hat was mine. Right.
It was not.
Okay.
It was not
I
yours.
think I almost remember where I bought it.
In my book, you are both winners. Thank you,
Oh, that is so
Patrick. I
nice.
appreciate that. Jimmy says the
Mhm.
botched repair should be deducted from Ken's total. Yes, Jill won. Okay, but Jill, here's one. There was a clear cut winner as I went through my sales. Okay.
Mhm.
And the clear cut winner were items that Lisa is giving Jill love as well. Roman says that Patrick won. I would agree with that. Tell my girlfriend she's wrong. No, sir. See, Ken, if you made content, we would know where the hat came from. uh, that's
Listen,
a comment of the day
yes, it is.
right
It
there.
may actually be. Maybe I'll start making content when I go pick for you.
Okay. You should. Okay,
Mhm.
but I want to talk about who was the clear winner when I went through my paid and shipped items. And what actually won were the items that neither of us picked. Neither of us picked and paid for. They were items that were either like given to me or items that I got in a clean out or something that was along those lines. So let's look at those 10 items and see who really won the yep, let me get to that one. Patrick is saying, Grams, yep, I learned a long time ago when mama's happy, everyone is happy. The winners are the customers who got all your great stuff. I appreciate that. Yeah, there was some really good items there. But let's
Oh,
look at the true
wait.
winner.
You
Yes.
know what would have been funny is if we would have done it after like a couple weeks ago, if we would have done this,
Uh-huh.
because in your sales would have been something that you had gotten without me,
Uh-huh.
but I bought it from you.
Oh yeah, Jill actually went to my store and bought an item. It was a squishmallow. It's like you don't have to buy that. Just tell me. I want to get to this. I want to show you the true winner because I said in my Instagram post and stuff like that that you'll be surprised at who the true winner is. And the true winner is free stuff, things that you didn't source, that I didn't source, that I got through a clean out. I got through, I had a buddy that gave me a bunch of free stuff or whatever. So we're going to go through that right now and then look at the total on the clear winner. So these are in my last paid and shipped items. All of this has been all sales in March and such. And I wish these were bigger. A vintage Kings Island
That's cool.
pennant. Kings Island is an amusement park here in Ohio, down near the Cincinnati area. That sold free to me. That sold for $99.99.
Wait, while you're taking your breath,
Yes.
no, Grams and Pop Vintage. I am not going to Vegas. I have a job, um, that I can't leave. And Chris, I don't really. I like the popcorn squishmallow that Ken got from you for me. The reason that I bought that one from him is I had heard that they're like indestructible dog toys, and my neighbor across the street has a dog that basically, if he's left alone with something for like 5 seconds, it's just completely like just filling everywhere. And so I wanted to see if it was
Okay.
indestructible. But then when I got it, I felt bad for it. So it's still at my house. So
Hmm.
anyway.
Cool, cool story, bro. Um, I helped Ken pick two items in Cincinnati that were both more worth more than his 10. Actually, they were. Um, that's awesome. Yeah, the Kings Island, Patrick would be right down there. That was a very cool sort of a Kings Island pennant before. Fair enough. I'm canceling the tickets then if Jill is not going. She will be at the rally for sure, though. I have some old Kings Island stuff I've been meaning to get up. Yeah, that's sold. It took about a month. I think that was up. I did have it priced a little higher. I am doing some different stuff in my store with how I am uh pricing things. Oh, Lisa K has to go. At least I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
that. Oh, it's not popped up yet
Oh, there
on
it is.
here. Shucks, gotta go. I'll watch the rest of the video tonight. Jill, nice to see you. Ken
Nice to
is
you
a
too.
lucky fellow. I am.
He
I
is.
am a lucky fellow as much as we dig on one another. But let me get through these here. We're getting up close to the time. The Kings Island pennant, of course, for 99 bucks. The Logitech remote that I got in a clean out sold for $19.99. This little Hot Wheels Roadster hot rod car sold for 17 bucks. I got that from my buddy John. And then here, this next item, Jimmy alluded to it earlier. This is my biggest sale ever on eBay, on anywhere. I mean, I sold a car before and like for 400 bucks. These were some Norcrest cats figures. I finally sold the whole lot of them as one lot. I had a lot of offers for individual pieces, and they sold for $1,071.
I was very happy for you.
That definitely made my month for sure. So I wish that picture was a little bit bigger. I'm not sure some people watching on their phones and stuff can't see it, but those Norcrest cats were so Bolo, Super Bolo, individual months. Each of the cats had what represented each of the different months. The average selling price is about 85 bucks on them. Some of them are a little less, 35, 40, but I had the August cat. I had 3 different offers anywhere from, 150 to 175 just for the August one. I'm not sure why. There's none of those listed. It must be a very elusive one, or just a lot of people have August birthdays. But, yes, that was, an amazing find, and I got those, for free from a friend, and they are cool. So, shout out to John, Happy Horse. If you're watching, John, hello, Tammy. We need to hook up for sure, John. So moving along, I can't, rest on my laurels of my $1,000 sale. So hopefully, that's a record now that I got to try to beat $1,000+ some Kids Bop headphones that sold for $22.49. Yes.
Now, memory serves.
Uh-huh.
That's actually something that I gave you because I won
Yeah,
that box of
these
stuff from Adam Baldy Pal uh
yeah, at the
on
Chris
at
Adam
Glenn's house.
Baldy Pow picking at his Christmas show.
Mhm.
Jill won in like the trivia game that he had. Jill won second place, and she got a cool stocking that had
Mhm.
eBay gift card. I actually sold a t-shirt that was in there in this gift basket of stuff. And well,
So
okay, so you gave me those, but
one could
technically you
argue
didn't
that
pay
that could
for
be
them.
on my list. Okay.
But we're not going to. 22.49. The next item up, some of these you might have seen. A PPG thermometer sold for. I pulled this off the wall at a clean out that I was doing. It was screwed to the wall, and I took it down, and that sold for 85 bucks, as well as this AC Delco
That's cool.
thermometer. Took that off the wall. That sold for 125. This I also got from my buddy John. It's an old Kusan is the brand, bicentennial, like a little ping pong ball cannon.
That's so cool.
And that sold for $17.99. The a seashell paperweight I got from my buddy, and it's like one of those little dome ones, and it kind of magnifies the seashells that are in there. Had some sand in the bottom of it. $11.99. And we will say hello real quick. Oh, it's not popped up yet. To
Hey, best
who's this?
friend.
Jill's best friend, Sal, jumping in to say hi. Hey, heavy hello. And have a great day, everyone. Good to see you, Sal, for sure. Thanks for popping in, BFF. And the last item of the thing was another pennant. This was a Santa's workshop from North Pole, Colorado. Jimmy, where's
Very
North Pole, Colorado? Is that near you anywhere?
just a little north of South Pole.
Just a little. So what we have then, so we'll
That's hard.
recap again. Ken's total 197.41. Jill's final total, and with taking out the fact that I got that I don't know how to glue.
Yeah,
Apparently
exactly.
I failed paste. I ate all the paste in kindergarten rather than putting it on stuff. Was 198. So for a difference of $1.13, but the free stuff total that won $1,484.45, going back through my last orders paid and ship. Of course, all of these totals, there are fees that come out of that. The buyer paid shipping on everything. And so that was cool. So I guess we'll just say I won.
No, yeah, that's what we're gonna say.
Because they were all my items that
No, I
hey,
think actually
you didn't,
Happy won,
if
and
you
then
didn't,
me,
yes,
and then you.
Happy Horse.
So you
If
can
you
add bottom feeder to your long list of names on there.
to
Says
my name,
SK promo vintage old school thrifter picker flipper bottom feeder.
yes, I decided to change my name on my channel to something clever and crafty, that people might and I think it flows well. The SSK promo vintage old school thrifter picker flipper is thinking of changing my name to that. So okay, this was fun. Jill, I appreciate everything that you do. Now you could beat me every month. Smarties.
Marty.
What do you wait. I didn't get any Smarties.
No, I got them from my clients. There's a big Easter basket of candy, or a basket that looks like, no, I meant a bunny basket full of candy, and I bought Smarties because all kids like Smarties.
All kids like Smarties. That's right. So, heyo,
Oh,
there's a sale
it doesn't
right at
count.
the end of the show. Let's see. Oh wait, it might be an offer. Let's see. Oh no, it was a plush that sold, so I'll be able to add that to my thing. It was just a little a Rustberry. Let me see if I can show it here.
Wait, where'd you get it?
That was in my big lot of plush, a
Yeah,
little frog plush, a Rustberry, and it only went for $8.99, but that's better. But I only have 5.5 cents in that frog from the big lot that I did.
I actually did consider last night going into your store and buying one of my items back so I would win.
Cheater. Well, I wouldn't have shipped it though. These are paid and
No,
shipped.
I
That
know,
doesn't count.
until I realized that it was probably too late. So
The items that I have to ship out today.
really
Jill, you
gross.
could actually beat me every month if you would just go down in your basement and start listing. You guys, I need to do a video live from Jill's basement.
No, you don't.
Just to see all the great stuff that she has down there. Yes, a lot of bread and butter sales for sure. That frog was a bread and butter. A lot of the things that we sold, again, until I got to the free items that really sold. So don't if you have a chance to do a clean out someplace, if you have a chance somebody wants to give you stuff, just take it. You can always redonate things that you're not going to list or don't sell. You can have a yard sale, make a buck or two on some things, or just redonate them back to somebody that might need them. But as you can see, my sales 198, Jill's sales 199 basically, and almost $1,500 on free stuff that I have no money in.
When you
And
come over
so
to go to the banquet thing tonight, I have 2 big totes of stuff for you.
two
'Cause I
more
did
totes. You hear that? Two more totes. So maybe next week on Ken versus 10,
I
I
don't
will
even know what's
have
in those.
new stuff to list.
You
However,
have
I do have an idea for the next show that's just going to be like a horrible idea. It's for generating sales or trying to get sales. So I'm debating on that. We will see if I do that next week. So we're gonna try. We're gonna try something new next week.
oh boy.
Well, it's not new, but I mean other people do it. But
These are
we're
really
gonna try
gross,
a
and I don't know
horrible.
why I keep eating them, but yeah.
Oh, I love. Oh wait, was that a payment or another order? Oh, buyer has paid. So the buyer paid for that. So we are going to end. I appreciate everybody coming out. I hope everybody had fun.
Is everybody still here?
Yeah, there's people still in the chat. I hope everybody enjoyed that. Just kind of get a look of some of the things that I am selling that maybe didn't show up on one of the listing shows that I'm doing here. And you know, all of the great stuff that Jill gives me, that she finds. Yes, Jill.
So I want to say, because I can't not. I mean, we give each other a lot of crap in life, and we make a great comedy team when it comes to it. But like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. I'm really proud of you.
Well, thank you.
You recreated yourself, and I think that this whole thing, the reseller and the people in your community, have been amazing additions to your life and to mine as well. In my line of work, I can't like talk about what I do to anyone, and so uh, being part of your
She's a
community
secret
and
agent.
I'm a secret agent, yeah. And like, watching these lives that people do and watching videos and getting to know people has been really good for me as well. But I'm really proud of you for recreating yourself. And I know that's difficult. I did it too in middle age. And I
Wait,
saw
middle age.
yeah. Well, middle age if we're gonna live to be over 100. But yeah, I am really proud of you and the things that you do and the dedication
Thank
that
you.
all of you do to do what you do. Because I come in every day and I sit and I listen to people and I love what I do. I think what you guys do is it would be I could last about 3 days and I'd be confused and not know where I was supposed to go with what. And so I have a great deal of respect for all of you, really. And I'm not just saying that. That's heartfelt. I don't say stuff just to say it. So thanks for even
Thank
letting
you.
me come in as a plus one. My goal is to be
Thank you for
actually, and
the
one thing I'm going to say to you is like for all of you, you might all have Picker or something in your name, but my dad nicknamed me Pickles when I was little because I couldn't say my name right and I said Dill. And then I just became Pick. So I was Picks way before y'all were. But my goal is to make Ken be the plus one. No, I'm just kidding. I really do love you guys. So
Are you gonna are you gonna wrap this up anytime soon?
no, I'm done now. I'm gonna put a
Okay.
Smartie in my mouth, so I'll shut up.
Yes, Aaron, reseller community is the best.
Mhm.
Chris says, "Yay for sales for sure." Jill is the best for taking time to come on. Yes, I appreciate it. She canceled a client to be able to, you know, stick around here after 12, which she would have been able to take the client without that long rambling mushiness that she just did. Thank you, Roman. As always, I appreciate it. Very sweet, Jill. Ken is going to need a bigger hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, for my big head. For the DOG back here when I start signing autographs. We love you too, Jill. Says Larry way out one and
Pickle.
pickle
Picks.
deal. So thank you everyone for watching the show. I hope you had fun, and we will see you Monday. The Reseller Clickbait podcast comes out with me and Jimmy Old School
Oh
Flips.
yeah, I won't be
So
on that though.
check that. No, Jill will not be on that. And Jill is the best, says
Oh, hey, Trudy.
Trudy. Is this somebody you know, Jill, a friend
Uh-huh.
of yours? That's the first time I've seen Judy or
She's the
Trudy
person
in the
that helps
chat.
me with my billing because I can't do math.
Aha. Oh, see, so how do you know? So we'll catch you next time on Ken versus 10.
Bye. Okay, you can